Alright, what's good? Welcome back to another episode of Road to First Grade, playing as our boy Young Quest, the odd one out. It's round 3 in the Holden Cup and we're taking on the Dragons at home. We're coming off back-to-back wins against the Sharks and the Warriors. Our first game was pretty decent. We scored a try, we set up a few tries, we kicked the field goal and we even kicked the 40-20. As we take our first return of the game, we fend our way through one tackle and get the offload away. Pretty decent run. First tackle here. And they pass to Lucian. It's the centre who finds space around the ruck. Massive run as he drives towards the 10-meter line. We're going to go looking for the ball here, looking to run it on the short side. As we ran onto it, dummy, drawing the defender, and we put our winger away in the corner. Luke Levi, don't even know if that's a real player or not, as Croker takes the kick and misses from out wide. Up by 4. Back on attack, about 12 meters out. We're in at first receiver here as we call for the ball. Wait for a sec and call for the wrap, but unfortunately we don't get the pass. The overlap was there though. Second tackle here, and I leave it to the AI. They go short side to Lucian, who is our centre as he scores our second try of the game. Back with Croker to take the kick, and once again it's a hard one as he misses to the left. Back of the scrum here, we call for it, and our pass goes to ground. Oh, what a terrible pass. I'm pretty sure it's because my passing stat isn't high enough. As we take another look at the error here, as you can see the AI just slides across. As Tane Milne takes the shot from right in front, as you'd expect, gets the 2 points, and we're up by 2. Tane Milne, I'm pretty sure I saw him play a few games for the Dragons, but not too sure if that's the same guy. Back on the third tackle, 10 minutes before half time, as we dummy wide and drop it under. A nifty little pass for Lucian as he drives past the 10-meter line. Finally inside the 10 here, as we call for it once again. We put the grabber through, and we're going to get the repeat set. So we were unable to score off that repeat set. Back in the second half here as we spread the ball, and Lucian's going to get tackled on the wing, 5th and last. In at first receiver, we call for the ball, and we put up a pretty decent kick to the middle of the field. Our halfback's under it, Tim Middleton, he gets the catch and he's going to score our third try of the game. Croker to add the extras from right in front as we go up by 8 points. Inside the final 5, Dragons on attack. They go to Taylor, passes to Milne in some space, and he's going to get around us at the back. Tane Milne hits us with some decent footwork, and races away to score the Dragons' second try of the game. A pretty good try, but it was a little too late, not enough time for a comeback. As he converts his own try, we win by 2 points, heading into full time. Looking at the stats here, I'd say we had a pretty decent performance. We do pick up man of the match, heading into the second game. So we're in round 4 here, but before that, I'm just showing you where I put the points. My main focus now is passing, because I feel he's fast enough right now. I don't want him to be overpowered because it'll make the games more easier. And also I want to be able to pass to second and third receivers, especially on the back of the scrum. I want to try and pull off some nice looking plays. But yeah, it's round 4. We've got the Roosters, who aren't looking too hot at the moment, currently sitting at 11th, and they're also coming off a loss. I mean, with their team, they've got Latrell Mitchell in there. Joseph Manu's a pretty good player too. I might have to work on his appearance because that looks nothing like him. Jackson Hastings is in there, and his likeness is spot on, courtesy of Blaze. If you don't know who that is, he's pretty much the best player creator for Rugby League Live. As we get into the game here, we call for the ball, pass to Middleton, and he takes it to the line. Second tackle here, 20 minutes in. Call for it on the fly as we show the pass, eventually shifted out to Margot with room to move one-on-one with Mitchell, and he makes it look easy as he gets around him, streaking away to score our first try of the game. Now I've got a question, would you count that as a try assist to me because I was the last to pass it to him or not? Because I'm not too sure. What would you consider a try assist? Because sometimes when I grab a chip it registers as a try assist, but some passes when I'm close to the line, they don't register at all. As we find space on the short side, put a chip back in field. They go short to Vikali here as he steamrolls past us. A pretty embarrassing missed tackle by us there as Vikali streaks away to finally get the Roosters on the board here. It's a pretty monstrous run, made us look like an under-8s trying to tackle him as Hastings takes the kick and takes the lead. As we head into half time here, looking at the stats, it's a pretty close game so far. I was actually expecting a close contest considering the players in the team were not actually doing too good. 8 tackles, 4 missed tackles, 2 line breaks and a try assist. Definitely need to get more involved. Running onto it on the third, we show the pass and we weave around some forwards and Latrell Mitchell at the back. It looked a little cheesy at first, but it opened up around the ruck, so we took our chances. As Croker converted, we retake the lead, up by 4. Back with the Roosters here, as they pass the ball around, and eventually they're going to get tackled 35 metres out. Third tackle, they run the blind, and it's Charlie Taylor in space. He's going to run straight past us there. Terrible defense by us once again at the back. We're just having a bad game. I think I just held the tackle button too long and it didn't register. Hastings hits the post, and we're locked at 10 apiece. Inside the final 10, Roosters on the attack. Inside our 10, they got us on the back foot. Nikarima to Lyons, to Gray back inside for Hastings, and he's tackled just outside our 10. Fourth tackle here, they pass to Butcher and we wrap him up from behind. Surely that's a computer generated player. Fifth and last, they go to Hastings and he's going to put up the high ball. Worst case scenario for us, we have to watch and hope that AI gets it, but he doesn't. And it's going to be Vaikeli who scores the match winning try for the Roosters. As we look at the put down of the match winning try, scored by Vaikeli, who was a powerhouse and a massive threat during this game. There's only so much you can do in Beer Pro. Sometimes you have to rely on the AI and sometimes they let you down, just like they did there in the last play. As always, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.
You say that I've changed, and maybe I have, but you a dime, babe. So change ain't always bad, but I always seem to lose it as soon as I get it. Now these women in these days, I ain't been of how I spit.